welcome to the live stream watch along. Oh, got the Nations League coming up now after a miserable game last week. I was in attendance. Could have been worse, could have been better, but we're here for it. Nations League starts now against Armenia. The team sheet looks a bit stronger. Obviously, I think last week it was probably the team that you would have went for, but this is what we've got to go with now. Nations League kicks off. Wow, 73 people tuned in. I gather a lot of people probably just presumed this was actually going to be the game instead of a watch along. But if you are going to stick around, thank you very much. Good evening, Findlay. How did you feel about last week? Wanted to do a little bit of a match analysis from last week as well. Obviously on the night, if you've seen my previous video, it was a bit of a disappointing rant, but the midfield was very, very poor. I don't know. If you're asking about tonight, he's definitely been benched from how poor his performance was last week. Just did not have the game time at all that he deserves through Norwich. Hang on, just turn this down. Volume. That's better now. So yeah, bit disappointing. I do have a bit of gripe though. Call me a sore loser, say whatever you want, but their second goal scorer was already on a yellow card. And yet he didn't get a second yellow for jumping into the crowd, which is a guaranteed yellow, the same as taking your top off. So that was a bit of a slight. The third goal doesn't matter. We're throwing everything at it. Like, we've got to go for it at that point of the game. But it's not an excuse for how badly we played throughout. It was absolutely tragic going through that whole madness that was that midfield. Having two strikers up front was a good bit of intent of it, showing us like, oh, we are actually going to go for this, but we just opened up and played into their hands, especially the first half. Second half, I thought we were a bit better, but the changes came too late. I'm probably echoing what a lot of people and a lot of the pundits are saying, but it's not as if they're wrong. Like, hindsight's 20/20, as people say. But we've got to go with it. We've got to build up. We've got to continue on, and we start this now. I know people don't think the Nations League is very important, which is true in the grand scheme of things, but at the same time, that's how we got into the Euros. So for teams like us, it is very important. It's a very, very vital game tonight. We could go top immediately if we get a game against Armenia and we actually take the win if we beat them by more than one goal. We have Ireland game on Saturday, and then we have the reverse fixture with Armenia next Tuesday, I want to say. I'm not sure, Tuesday or Wednesday again next week. But that's it. We've got to go for it. It's going to be a very exciting game. I'm quite glad to see a bit of change in the team as well. So there's quite a lot of stuff going on that's going to maybe make it a bit more exciting. Let me know in the chat below how do you actually feel the teams went so far. Are you happy with the team selection? Are you happy with any of the changes that we've been made? And we'll see how things go. I'm getting my water. I've got to get a flight in the morning, so no drinking for me tonight. Just listening to James McFadden and Alan Hutton here. I imagine Ali McCoy has got to go up now because he'll probably be doing commentary. So one thing I've got to give credit to Ali, like, he is a fantastic pundit. I've obviously been a Celtic fan myself. We've obviously got the gripe, but he is a fantastic pundit. I think we're going to win the night. I think we're going to set the record straight compared to last week. We've obviously had David Marshall's handed in his international retirement now. Craig Gordon, Liam Kelly and Xander Clark are the only three that we've got. But they mentioned earlier on, like, these guys are now just going over the hill. We don't really seem to have any new young keepers looking like it. Scott Bain's just not there for me personally. So we're going to see what happens. Like, it's like we're an improving team, but a keeper is something I want to see for the long term. A lot of these young guys coming in, like Nathan Patterson, Aaron Hickey, Billy Gilmore, Like they're the future of Scotland. They're still going to be playing, I suspect, in about 10 plus years from now. But guys like Andy Robertson, Kieran Tierney, Stuart Armstrong, Ryan Christie, I don't see still playing in 10 years. So we've got to hopefully give a lot of credit to these young guys stepping up. As I said at the start of the stream, Billy Gilmore just was not at the races last week. Come on, Armenia, from the Red Baron with a Rangers flag. Oh yeah, you're the Scottish guy that doesn't like Scotland, if I remember correctly. Why don't you like Scotland again? When you've got guys like Ryan Jack, Nathan Patterson, Ali McCoy, Billy Gilmore played for Rangers. Why don't you support them when they come and play for Scotland? I'm doing alright. Bit tired. Got a flight to get in the morning. But getting there. Got a little bit to get used to this whole no lockdown stuff and now having a kid and being out. It's a bit weird though. Like all through lockdown it was consistently like Call of Duty every night for about 6-7 hours, and now the world's opened up again and you just don't get time to do any of that anymore. You've got to go and do stuff. You support England, but are you not Scottish, or are you English and support Rangers? Just so I can get that clear. You support England and Northern Ireland. So you're a Londonderry guy over Derry. What group's Northern Ireland? I actually haven't caught up with them in a wee while in the Nations League. I think they must be below Scotland, I'd assume. In League C, is it? Or is it Group C in League A? I was still working through lockdown as well, but I wasn't out the building. I was working from home the whole time. So how long till kick-off now? 6 minutes. I am happy with the team. John Suter, I'm glad to see getting a good start now. He's obviously moved to Rangers as well in the past couple of weeks. Definitely one of the best players Hearts had throughout the season, and obviously that goal he scored against Denmark will forever live in my head. Just Suter! Unreal wee player he is. Oh, you can see the rain chucking it down now. If only it rained last week. Maybe that's what we needed. A bit of rain changed the result. Who have we got in the midfield? We have Cal McGregor and John McGinn. I don't think it's full because my dad's at the game and he was able to give my ticket away quite easily. Last week was a packed out Hampden, not a seat left in the stadium, but I'm not quite sure how it is this week. I don't think it's going to be as busy as it was last week. Probably about 70% capacity. But what happened is, if you wanted a ticket to the Ukraine game, if you signed up to a season ticket for the Nations League, you got to buy that ticket as well, which is what a lot of people do. So there's probably a lot of people that have season tickets but only bought it for that one game. That's the seats I was sitting in there, right above where the players came out. The padded seats, very, very comfy. Looking forward to this. Oh, Hampden's actually pretty full. I didn't think it'd be this packed, but suppose summer holidays, people want to set it all right. That's all the media seats there that look empty beside the players coming out, but all the fans seem to be packing in right now. I didn't expect it to be that busy, to be honest, but fair enough. Got the national anthem coming out now. It was quite good. Yeah, it looks more than 70% to be fair for a Nations League game. But at the end of the day is like Scotland fans are always the most patriotic fans in the world. we've we've watched our team do dreadful for 20 plus years. 20, what, how what year? 25 plus years. One highlight of a Euro that didn't go to plan, but the fans are loyal. I never understood them half and half flags. I mind there's an advert where Roy Keane absolutely just slags them off. Um, it's like make up your mind, but I suppose it is just like when it comes to international football, you've no bother doing that because it's just like here, it's a memento, really. England fans are not better. That's not true. You just got banned in the last game, sure, from even having fans because they were so brutal. I was at the Euro final and oh my god, I saw a 12-year-old get clotheslined by another like 40-year-old man. The Italian fans getting jumped by the England fans. The destruction that happened at Wembley, pulling down fences, people charging into the stadium, fights entailed between their own fans. The abuse that the England fans gave their own players for missing penalties online, like, and that's just the one game I've just rimmed off there, and all that happened. England fans are by far the worst fans that exist in football. Like, even if you go down to club level, when you've got your West Ham, your Chelsea's, like, they get renowned for being hated all over Europe. And the only other team that you will not like this that gets hated all around Europe is the Rangers fans. Like the way altercations that happen between Frankfurt and Sevilla, I don't think that's not a one-off, dude. That is not a one-off. I saw the same thing when I watched England v Germany like a couple of weeks earlier. I went to see that match as well. That is not a one-off. They're renowned for being the worst fans in the world. I'll go with that one all day. Like, they are absolutely catastrophic destruction no matter where they go. I can't remember the last time a team actually weren't allowed their own fans in the stadium. It was England fans. I witnessed it. I saw like a 40-year-old man wearing an England top and he had like the neck tattoos and stuff as white can be, clothesline a 12-year-old that was running. Yeah, granted, the 12-year-old was rushing the stadium, but at the same time, a lot of the kids in that were doing that were absolutely just pushed from their parents. Celtic was voted in what was it? The last Champions League they were in when they beat Juventus. They went for as the best fans in the tournament. They regularly get voted the best fans whenever they go out anywhere. And UEFA have them stats to back that up if you want to go and check it. Is it when Rangers played in Manchester as well in the last Europa League final they were in? Like, Manchester was destroyed. So I would double check your facts on that. Rangers were one of the worst, same as West Ham, Chelsea, as like the worst fans to go about. But yeah, they do like literally look it up. I'm not saying don't support your team, but you can't say Celtic have the worst fans when they win awards for their behaviour when Rangers have won the absolute opposite. The game's about to start now. Put the volume back up. It's not rubbish, dude. You literally go and Google it. UEFA have given Celtic best fans in Europe at least twice in the last like 20 years. 100%. I'll try and find it now. Celtic wins FIFA Best Fans of the Years in 2017, and they've won it in 2003 as well. And that's like the last 20 years. That's the only two bits that have come up. So there you go. Literally on UEFA's website, you can find that. It was put in the Scottish papers as well. So I don't know who's told you different, but you need to check that. Anyway, Scotland take possession here. We have kicked off. Andy Robertson's got possession of the ball, and a little pass back now to, I think that's Scott McKenna's playing on the left, Jack Hendry in the centre, and John Souttar on the right hand side. I don't think any other team's won it twice in the last 20 years. Possibly, I'm trying to think of nice fans, like Liverpool fans, maybe. Because they made a good few finals, they played in a good few games. But other than that, Celtic have won it regularly. Well, 2 out of 20 when you consider the amount of teams that are in Europe. Like, that's pretty damn good. Armenia going here for a long ball taken down there, but I think that was a handball. Yeah, it was called there. Jack Hendry had it right. UEFA have opened another disciplinary case against Celtic. The case follows crowd disorder during the Europa League match against Dynamo Zagreb last week. Visiting fans off for firework reported. Right. But that's not giving them an award, like, for being how well they've been behaved. And what year was that? The clash with riot placed during the 4-3 loss in Croatia in the 5th time, 3 years of... Right. You are bringing up instances that, I mean, they haven't, like, done well, but they have still won awards for how well they behaved. John McGinn takes the ball down here. A little bit lofted ball here, looking for Andy Robertson, gets taken out, and Scotland are going to take a corner. Ryan Christie's taking this corner. Two minutes 30 on the clock. And 2017. Thank you very much, Tony Curry, for the new subscription, and as well to James McDonald. Thanks very much for tuning in, guys. It's going to be a throw-in now here to Armenia. The corner kick there went to absolutely nothing. Joaquin Capares, I think that's how that name's pronounced, is the Armenia manager. I don't really know much about him. I was right, Ali McCoy's had to leave the punditry to come back up. He posted the same thing there twice. Yeah, you won't don't post links in the chat anyway. Just Google it yourself. I'm not saying anyone's perfect. Like, no fans are perfect. Everyone's got the bad ones, but I'm just basing on the majority that they have won awards for being good behaved whenever they go abroad. Like, you look at Arsenal fan TV, like, they look like a bunch of softies, but then you have that guy DT. He's now in prison, isn't he, for SAing. Scotland making a bit of a press going forward here. It's down the side. Andy Robertson takes connection. It's because it's not consistent enough. They'll bring out the one or two occurrences, but it's not consistent. Big cross coming in here. Any delivery goes in, a cross in. Oh, hits the post. Stuart Armstrong just cannot get a finish on him. He's so due a Scotland goal. Yeah, it's because they don't misbehave consistently. Like, every fan in the world, like, have always got their bad ones. Armenia holding possession here. Che Adams putting a bit of pressure on. Ryan Christie keeping it down as well. Great interception there from John Souttar, I think. Oh, Scott McKenna, sorry. I need to get the numbers right. In which year was that posted? And on which site? Overlap and run there, but it was managed out there by the Armenian defence. Anthony Ralston not been able to get through. Great cross there. Jack Hendry just intercepts it. Mkhitaryan used to play for Armenia, didn't he? But I'm not quite sure where he sits at the minute. Andy Robertson takes the ball. Cal McGregor pass it 1-2-1-2. Andy Robertson reclaims it. Try to make these Armenia players a bit tired. Goes forward. Anthony Ralston looking for a bit of space. John again, big cross forward here. Andy Robertson gets it in, hoofs it, but right into the middle of nowhere, but it goes through everyone. Anthony Ralston can collect it. Back out there. Stuart Armstrong looking for a cross. Muscled off the ball, but keeps it. Keeps it again. And then big clearance there from the Armenian defence. Not doing too bad here. John Suter going forward again. Oh, what a turn there from Ralston. Crossed into nobody though. Oh, but it goes through. Andy Robertson looking for it. Shoots. And he just missed the bloody shot there. Oh, he needs a goal, man. Oh, is it saved? Oh, is it deflected? It is. Callum McGregor takes it, but it was a bit of miscommunication there. But Ryan Christie gets back to it, crosses it over. Scott McKenna just keeps it up, but Armenia's making a pressure here. Robertson covers it just shy of the halfway line. John McGinn going forward, looking for a cross. A big cross in. Oh, header right at the keeper. Could have been offside though, we wouldn't know. Was he offside? Oh, he might have been. Too hard to tell. They didn't do a freeze frame at that point. It's a great pass there from Ralston. He's had a good start. Oh, what a touch, aye. Jack Hendry going forward now. Jeez, Armenia's been all over the place here. They can't string 3 passes together without it being intercepted. Wish we had this intensity last week. Might have been a bit of a different story. Ball going back to Craig Gordon. Probably his first touch of the match so far. Big long ball there going in. Shea Adams is probably going to get to it. What a great first touch. We pass over there. Dummied it over to Cal McGregor. Back to John McGinn, who's taking a touch. Is he going to take a shot? No, he doesn't. Another bit of miscommunication there. Oh my god. That came out of nowhere. That's going to be a corner. How we won a corner out of that, I don't know. Take that all day long. Oh, Scotland by far. Armenia have not even had 3 passes together. I don't understand why their keeper didn't come for that, but we'll take it. They used to have Mkhitaryan, and there was definitely another guy that I only know from my FIFA Ultimate Team days when we used to pack them, but I don't know really. No one that's like a world beater that you're going to see in Champions League finals. Still, they got a good result against Ireland, which is good for us if we can get the win against them tonight. But we still have to go to Dublin on Saturday to do the job. Scotland takes it down here. Ralston seems to be all over them. Oh, awful first touch from Andy Robertson there. It goes out for an Armenia throw. I don't know why I keep putting the lid on that. May as well just keep it off. Ball coming back. Touch first down. Anthony Ralston again. Oh, what a tackle that was. Goes straight to their keeper though, but keeping the pressure on them. You love to see it. Che Adams now doing a bit of closing down the line. See, one thing here that Scotland are doing is they're blocking their passing lines. So that's how we can keep getting all these interceptions high up the pitch, which is really, really surprising for us, because that was one of our biggest errors last week, is we let Ukraine play too much through the middle. Whereas right now we're blocking all these passing lines and they don't really know what to do. They're not even trying to dribble it past us, which is great for us. Great ball in. Ryan Christie cross it in. Che Adams just had two guys on top of him though. Going to be a good throw in here for Scotland, high up the pitch. Cross in there. It goes to McGregor. Or sorry, Armstrong. Bit of a tug there on Stuart Armstrong's shirt. John Suter pushing forward, matching up with Ralston. Again, looking for space. Look at these passes. John McGinn being a wizard again. That was a great tackle though. He got absolutely minced. But oh, he wins the ball back. It's going to be Armenia throw though. What happens if you top the group in Group B? How does it affect us in the Euro 24 qualifiers? Well, what will happen is if we win our group, we still get the backup playoff match. As like there's still allocated spots for Germany 2024. Where you've got your chance to still go in. Basically the method of what we done before. But the most important thing is if we win our group, we could be one of the top seeded teams, which means we won't get a tougher group draw for the Euros. So do you know how like we were pot C last time, and the two better teams were Denmark and Austria at the time, and we still finished second. Basically means we're not going to get like another solid second team, like say your Switzerlands, your Swedens, Ukraines, or whatever. We won't get one of them in our team or on our group. Armenia on the counter here, but really muscled down there greatly by Jack Henry. We want to do well in this because it's not going to affect your big teams like your Frances, your Germanys, your Spains, and that. But for a team like Scotland, this is a huge opportunity for us to actually move up the World FIFA rankings as well, which will help for future World Cup draws. So you want to win every game. It's obviously not as important, like no one's pretending that it is, but the knock-on effects of it can actually be vital for a team like Scotland, based on future draws in whatever groups we get. We obviously bottled the last one. We were on top of the group, and then we beat Serbia and lost our last two games, but nobody cared because we were still going to the Euros anyway. But we might have not had a different group then for the World Cup playoff. Cal McGregor here got the ball. Stuart Armstrong goes forward. How's it go, Tom? Oh, I'm doing great, mate. I did get myself a beer with that donation last time, so thanks very much for that. I'm on the water today. No beers. Got to get a flight early in the morning. Scotland got possession. McGregor over to McGinn here. Back over to John Suter. Looking for a bit of room. No one's really making a run. Andy Robertson's making a push here now. Running at the defence. Dribbling it past, but does just a little bit too much. But wins it back between three players. Looks for John McGinn. Takes it first time and he sends it into row Z. Arguably our two best players have not been at the form they were at last year when we were playing Denmark and stuff, the last two games here. But fair enough to Andy Robertson, he lost it and then kept the pressure to get it all back to. Flying to Belfast. Flying to Belfast tomorrow. And from there it's a long drive to Donegal. Yeah, I'm going to one of my friends' weddings in Donegal. So Belfast Airport's the closest one. No chance I'm going to Dublin Airport with how horrific it sounds in the news at the minute. But if you go to Dublin, you've got to get like a 4-hour bus up to Donegal. Absolute nightmare. Armenia got possession here. Surprised Scotland haven't challenged the keeper as much, but their defence is sort of like hanging back and just making block shots here so far. They're not really trying to move forward. They've had one chance, but it was never going to go in at that point. Armenia keeping possession now. We dink pass there. Armenian out looking for a big cross in. Oh, straight at Craig Gordon. Thank you very much. It'd be nice to have a few days off. Taking my son with me as well, so the wife gets a couple of days break from both of us. Armenia keeping possession now, a little bit stronger, but John Suter making a great interception there. Things have slowed down a bit. The heat's taken off the match so far. Oh, tackle from behind though. Scotland takes a quick free kick. Yeah, I'll only be in Northern Ireland for about 25 minutes or so. Game's going alright. Scotland are putting a lot of the pressure in, say the first 13 minutes or so, but the last 5 minutes the things have died down. Armenia have had no chances so far, apart from maybe one, but it was one of them ones you knew were never going to go in. John McGinn skied it into row Z. We have hit the post twice, and one was touched out for a corner that was a really good shot. But other than that, it's been mainly Scotland so far, but nothing that you're going to write in the newspaper about. No headlines so far. I mean, I'm moving forward here a bit though. A lot of pressure on there, but he gets a pass away. Armenia retain possession. John Suter is everywhere right now. He is. Oh Jesus! Just seen as well there with the Armenia boy just punched his. The keeper punched his other mate in the face. Complete accident, obviously, but it happens. McGregor takes it over to McGinn. Passing it back. The passing from Scotland is excellent today. You've got to take it so far. John Suter's playing fantastic. Absolutely love to see it. He's making the right runs and he's made about 4 great interceptions so far. John McGinn looking for a pass here over to John Suter. McGinn now gets a great first touch there. Shots from range. Ooh, it looked like it was going in. Absolutely fantastic wee dip on it. Thank you to everyone who is still tuning in. We're down to, I don't know how many people it says. It says I've got 77 concurrent viewers, which is by far the most I've seen for one of these games so far. So if you do like the content, I do normally stream every Scotland game. If I'm in the house and there's a Scotland game on, there will be a stream for it. I know you got him from, well, the scouting team. You've been looking at him for years though, have you not? It was just his injury problems that really got in the way. But yeah, I do these streams for every Scotland game that I'm in the home at home for. So there'll be one next week as well for the Armenia reverse game, and then I'll be going to the Hampden Ireland game. So expect a wee vlog after that one, and there will be another both Ukraine games as well. So if you do like it, come along. We just chat football, chat Scotland, and go for it. Scott McKenna pushing up now. Back to Andy Robertson. Just a little bit passing back, holding on to the possession now is stuff that we really need to work on. They're giving us a lot of space to walk right into their half, though. Who's your local team, Tom? I mind you tell me before. Is it the... Oh, I can't remember. I might have asked you that before, but forgive me, I have forgot. John McGinn, what a pot. Oh, that looked like it was going straight into Robertson there. Cal McGregor chasing us down to retain it, but it is going to... Oh, it might have stayed in. Thank you very much. I'll be doing another... I do want to do more streams, especially for the Scottish football next season as well. So I'm looking forward to doing them. I will probably be doing a lot of the World Cup streams as well, like international... AGF, that's it. Yeah, international football's more my jam. Too many people do Premier League and Scottish football, so it's never as prominent. Like, you're never going to be high up on the list, but for these type of games, I'm all for it. I did a Celtic Rangers one actually earlier on this year when Celtic won it at Ibrox, which was quite successful. McGregor going forward now. Pass through and a big clearance there. That was a great bit of play there from the... Oh, that's a foul. That's a foul. Armenia get a free kick in the halfway line. Good bit of first touch there from that Armenian striker. I don't know his name, to be honest. Yeah, man, definitely. I'll try and do mainly the big games for that coming up. Because you'll see a Celtic stream for every Champions League game for sure. I won't miss one of them. That's at least 6. A lot of the pressure on here. Great first touch there from Scott McKenna. Keeps it under control. First 22 minutes, I'd say it's about 80-20 to Scotland, but we've got nothing to go home for. Yeah, I did one Old Firm game a couple of weeks ago, but I couldn't do them all. I had stuff to do in real life. It just meant I wasn't around for every game. McGregor keeping a touch there. Jack Hendry takes possession back. Stuart Armstrong packs back. You know myself, I am Celtic through and through. McGregor looking over there to Robertson. There's going to be a cross coming in. I know, that's hilarious. Going to be a shot, cleared off the line. It is. Rangers done all the work and we just took the reward. Oh, Ralston's down injured. Is he alright? Big cross coming in. Oh, Ralston might have got a bit of whiplash there. Oh, yeah. That is a dodgy one. Good woman yourself, Rebecca. I will be doing World Cup streams. International football is what I'm all about. I love doing them. I'm the weirdo that prefers international football to club level. Most people get too invested with clubs. I am myself, but when it comes to Scotland, Scotland takes priority overall. That is a bad head there on Ralston there, straight down. Steve Clark there giving some messages out. Oh my god, Anthony Ralston just lifted up his top, and I've never seen a guy so white in my life. He was that colour. That man needs a sunbed. His face and arms on it, he's got the farmer's tan, but that belly, Jesus Christ. That is Dulux white. Yeah, I'd say so. Most Celtic fans would support Ireland. like through history, it was obviously Catholics versus Protestants, but you don't really get that as much anymore. It still exists a heavy amount, but it's not as relevant. Like my dad's a Protestant, supports Celtic, so I'd be the same in that boat. My stepdad's a Catholic, supports Rangers, so it doesn't really seem as if it's prominent anymore. Ball's passing about here. Stuart Armstrong's misplaced pass there, but it's going to be recovered there by Jack Hendry. I think Jack Hendry needs some recognition. He actually does pretty damn well when he comes and plays for us. It is, like, obviously, man, like, at your club level, you'll see way more club games than you do international. 100%. But international tournaments are so fun to watch. Like, everyone gets involved with it. You just can't get bored of it. Stuart Armstrong here trying to go a throw, but no, he's dropping it down for Anthony Ralston, who's recovered from his whiplash injury. Well, intercepted. Armenia was just on the game with another big clearance. It's 26 minutes past so far. I'd say the first 5 minutes were more entertaining than anything else we've seen so far. The needle has been taken out. There's definitely died down from boredom. McGinn there with a great pass though, but no one there just to land on it. Someone's down injured there. Going to be another Scotland throw. Is that Stuart Armstrong down? It is. Hopefully he's alright. Yeah, he looks to be alright. He's shrugging it off and getting on with it. I think somebody just landed on him bad. No, he's alright. Nothing happened. Cal McGregor taking it into Armenia half now. Going down. Andy Robertson takes possession here. Looking for a bit of play here. We just can't really seem to break their back line in a really dangerous spot here. We're looking for crosses, but they've got pretty big defenders, so they need to try and think of something a bit different. Score prediction. If you asked me beforehand, I probably would have said about 3-0 Scotland. Just based on what it is, but Christ almighty, you might get a 1-0 here. Great pass over there, and what a header there from Ralston. Gets his first goal for Scotland. What a cross that was. Let's just stick with that 3-0 for now on. What a header. Scotland's #1 right back coming in at the minute. Nathan Patterson must be sitting on the bench just like, shit, that's my spot gone. Who was that from? Stuart Armstrong? Perfect whip. Oh, what a finish. Gotta take that one all day long. Yeah, I'm just reading your sectarian stuff there. It is, but sectarianism just should not exist. Both teams are completely guilty of it. Like, the songs that Rangers were banned from singing still getting sung, but Celtic aren't any better when it comes to it. One 0 Scotland. What a terrific cross that was from Stuart Armstrong. You can definitely tell his whiplash didn't affect him. He was fine. Great pass. Oh, intercepted there. Armenia coming up the pitch a little bit. It's going to be a free kick to them. I just heard Ali McCoy's commentary. No more than Scotland deserve. Like the exact same quote that he done when Scott McTominay scored against Israel. It's no more than we deserve. He's fantastic as a pundit. Absolutely fantastic. Matt O'Reilly. Well, yeah, he plays for Celtic. Apparently he was American, but then he changed to Denmark. I think he played in your under-21 squad. Great block there from who was that? McGregor from the Armenia shot. That's probably their second shot on target. Yeah, fantastic wee player he is. He's got some amount of stamina on him. But yeah, I think he was American. Or definitely Irish ties of something, but maybe like Boston or whatever. But you definitely get Riley's in America too. But yeah, he's playing for your under-21 squad. I think he says he's going to play for you, which is definitely better because obviously you'd rather play in Europe competitions than you would in North America. But yeah, great wee player. You'll look forward to having him through your ranks. He's getting quite a good few games for Celtic, and he'll be in the Champions League next year as well, as long as we hold on to him. Great pass there. Stuart Armstrong taking it over. Is he going to take a shot? Great block there. Cal McGregor takes it back over to John Suter. Back to Stuart Armstrong. Oh, that was a poor pass though. A couple of players down the line on the ground there didn't really know what was happening to them. Oh yeah, good point. I forgot I was doing that. Good spot. That should work. There you go. Good man. Completely forgot. You're on the ball. Get that back up. Armenia now taking it into our half. Gets a touchdown. Look at the amount of Scotland players getting back though. Fantastic to see that. But that was a great through ball there. But Craig Gordon's got something to do for the first time in about 25 minutes. Hopefully he's not going to get a stitch from not doing anything. Going forward here, John McGinn takes it. Look over to Stuart Armstrong. Got possession in Armenia's half again. And we scored 2 against Denmark. We scored 3 against Israel. Yeah, we do it quite regularly these days. Pass down. It was an awful first touch. Keep control of it. There was a period though where we were winning every game 1-0 or 0-0. I know we done that too, obviously against Serbia was 1-1. Israel was 0-0 through penalties, but we're alright in scoring goals at the minute. England v Denmark game, I remember watching that. Denmark players were absolutely outstanding, but even be able to play that far into it. John Suter going forward. Ryan Christie pass it back here to John McGinn. He's going to try another outside shot. No, he's going for the cross, but just a little bit in the inside left foot there. He could have put a bit more out, less whippage on that one. Denmark are fantastic. That game though against Denmark and Scotland, everyone had us written off. But we had to do that to get top seed. John McGinn there, great interception. What a bit of vision there, but the first touch of Stuart Armstrong lets him down. Armenia keeping possession now. Was that the ending where Sterling dived and got the penalty, or am I getting that wrong? Or was that a different game? Because that was like written in the stars that Denmark were going to get to the final after the tragedy that happened to Eriksson. Or did he go down like way too easy? Do you think the tactics have changed in Ukraine? 100%. Like, the boy that I've been given most credit for the past year has been wee Billy Gilmore. And he just had an absolute howler last week, and it was a shame. Great pass there to Che Adams. Dinks going out for a corner. But yeah, I think that's the one where Sterling died and got the penalty against Denmark in extra time. I could be wrong, but I can't remember. Hang on. And yeah, that is the one where he got the penalty. Yeah, that's the one. It was all over the news. Sterling was already horizontal. He should have left Rangers for Chelsea. I disagree with that. If he's going to perform better for Scotland, he's going to have to go to like the Premier League, just like most players do. But I think the biggest mistake was him going to Norwich. No, I disagree. He's a great young talent and he's going to learn a lot. But I don't think he should have went to Norwich. Like everyone would have expected him to get more game time at Norwich, but he just didn't. Kenny McLean was keeping him out the team. Ryan Christie going forward here. Anthony Ralston back here to John McGinn. Looking for a big cross here at some point. Ralston pushing a little bit forward. Switches it instead over to Scott McKenna. Robertson. He needs a lot more game time for sure. Andy Robertson there looking for a pass. Things are just slowed down a bit here. Just looking for this pass, but Armenia is completely all in the box. They've got like 10 players in the box now. John McGinn takes it back from a misplaced pass, cross in, but it's to nobody. Oh, Ryan Christie, what was that? That was like the most awkward position, that volley there for Ryan Christie. It was like just chest height. Great interception though from McGinn. Che Adams getting that down, but oh. He's probably better diving down for that. It's difficult though. Like that's a hard one to get control of for sure. McGregor taking it down. Pass back here at Craig Gordon. 10 minutes left of the first half. Jack Hendry looking for someone available. John McGinn comes back, passes it, gets tackled from behind, but keeps control. Not many people coming available there. Anthony Ralston's not even looking at the ball. He definitely is game time, but Norwich was just the wrong move. I think he would have probably been better going to the Championship. Jack Hendry passing it over here to John Suter. He seems to always have a lot of space, John Suter. He's not even playing centre back. He's like CDM. Great interception there from Ralston. John McGinn passing it forward. Awful first time pass there to nobody. And that goes to nobody. Craig Gordon's coming off his line to come and get it. Jack Hendry going forward. If no chance. I'm never going to be supporting them fans. After the way they treat themselves, the racial abuse they give their own fans. Not a chance. And it's like every single time, it's like when we win, when we do this, and it's like he's never actually won a tournament. It's the arrogance that comes with the English punditry as well. Like Roy, like when it was at the last World Cup in 2018, they were already talking about their tactics for playing France in the final before they even beat Croatia, and we all know how that went. It's the arrogance, the punditry, just the Tories in general. Where's my wee thing? Absolutely no chance. Like the way they treat this country, not a chance. I will never ever support that. Great crawl. Callum McGregor there with a shot on target and a great deflection there to go out for a Scotland corner. Aurelia was born in England to an English dad and a Danish mum, or just read. What would have changed to the team? So far, nothing. Yeah, he's got more chance of probably getting into the Denmark squad, but he's a great wee player. You also probably rather play for Denmark as well. John McGinn in here for a whip. Big whip in. Corner. Easy goal there. Scott McKenna. 2-0. Happy days. Oh, dude, I live in England. I know the normal fans and stuff, but I would never. Why would I support a team that does that rather than support the team that doesn't do that, who are opposite them? Like, I have no allegiances to England at all. Like you've come in here like, and don't take this any disrespect, but you're hating on Scotland, and you want Armenia to win, but why? For the same reason, I can ask that back to you. Why don't you support Scotland when you support a Scottish team and Rangers Like you've got your players play for Scotland, the majority. Alright, yeah, I guarantee that O'Reilly is very posh. His poor goalkeeping. Ireland's losing to Ukraine. Don't have the other score up actually. Oh, I'm ahead of you now. Change the score. 2. I did say 3-0, but it could be more. It's going to be 3-0 first half, possibly. Yeah. Callum McGregor's getting a yellow for that. That's about the 4th time that's happened to a different player. Aye. Oh, shirt pull. Okay. Does Riley speak Danish? I don't know. Really couldn't even answer that question. Coming out so far. A-League, I mean Nations League glorified, but still at least it's something. The Tories are, not like a lot. There's obviously a lot that aren't, but I'm only generalising for that point of the argument. If we only played half this good last week, like we're making so many more runs and interceptions. Obviously, Armenia is not Ukraine's level. Oh, what a great touch there from Armstrong, but he could have got it away from his feet quicker there, and we might have had a better counter attack going. McGregor's playing absolutely fantastic here, though. Robertson looking for somebody to pass to. Into him again, pass it out there. Cal McGregor, great first touch. Oh, it actually wasn't. Suter sends it into row Z. Yeah, but you look at the Bojo situation right now. Like, he's not a well-liked man outside of his own party. The Tories aren't Nazis. I wouldn't say that conveniently. Their idealists are quite against that sort of thing. Obviously, the term Nazi is very. He's got to go, of course. But if you look at how was it Mary Black said it in Parliament recently, so I'm air quoting her. The whole root of everything that the Tories are currently doing right now is exactly what the Nazi Party did in Germany in the 1930s. Enemy players from Armenia that Scotland should look out for? I don't really know. To be honest, I don't know much about this Armenia squad. Like Mkhitaryan's like the only Armenian player that I've known in the past like 20, 30 years. Like I couldn't tell you another one. Yeah, Scotland pushing forward right now. Yeah, politics in the UK is a mess. Absolute shambles. Like when your own Prime Minister's breaking the law and still getting to keep his job, you might be a bit questionable about what's happening there. 2 minutes added time. Great touchdown there. Oh, Ryan Christie just missed it. Scott McGenna collects it very high back up the pitch. I'm not saying it's exactly like it, but I'm saying their political standards are exactly what they done at the start of their reign. Look up the Mary Black conversation about what she said in Parliament. She came out with all the facts and figures as well. Bojo is a twat. How he's still got a job, absolutely just, I don't get it. I do not understand. Another cross coming in here. Armenia gets clear of it. McGregor touches it down. Looking for a bit of... I know, I studied it. I think everyone had to do it back in their own days of school. Big looping cross out now. Oh, the Armenia manager furious that the guy didn't get the right first touch of that. Oh, it's a foul and a half on Ryan Christie. That is a joke. That is a joke. Try to pronounce that name. Yellow card there. It's going to be a free kick to Scotland just on the cuff of half time. That one yellow card apiece. Want to wait to see what happens. Looks like McGinn's over it. Going to take it. Nah, they're not. It'll be their best chance, but there'll be no general election anytime soon. Waiting for a cross. Andy Robertson lifts it over. Oh, he hits the bar. Nearly 3-0. Oh, back in. Yes, 3-0. Scott McKenna with his second. Hang on. I looked away. Did that ball hit the bar, go up, come back down? 3-0. I missed half that looking away there, thinking he was going out for a corner. What a great free kick. Ooh. Oh, he is off. I think that is offside. I think he is offside there. I won't change it yet. I think he is off. VAR check now. Yeah, it was definitely offside. You can see it just in the replay. Ah well. 3-0 still on. It was off. I don't know why there's people booing for it. It was offside. Yeah, you're not wrong there. Whenever it comes to what is it they've done in South Park, a douche and a turd, you've just got to pick one, don't you? Take that though. 2-0 half time. I think we're still top of the group on goal difference now, depending on the Ukraine score really, but we'll take it for now. Anyway, going to take a short break for half time, and I will be back in 15 minutes. I think, is this still working? Haha, it is. I'll be back in 15 minutes for the second half. Happy days. Take the 2-0. Well done. back. Hear old Flower of Scotland getting sung in the background there. You can see Armenia winning this game 3-2. I think there's more chance of Rangers winning a cup. A European Cup, that is. Overall, to be fair, Scotland have absolutely battered them off the pitch. I'll get the stats up on my phone here now. Are Ukraine and Ireland or 0-0? I thought it was a goal offside. Yeah, it was off. So that puts Scotland top of the group on goal difference with 1 game less played. If Ireland can hold Ukraine to a draw, and we beat Ireland on Saturday, that's going to be fantastic for our future draws and pots. And then we've got Armenia. Oh, I was meant to check that as well. When's the next Armenia game? I think it's next week. Not really. Celtic got out the group stage of the Champions League this decade. I don't think Rangers have done that in 20 years. Where is this Nations League stats at? Right. So this is League B, Group 2, is it? Whatever, yeah, we're Group 1. Oh, shit. If we win this, we get promotion to the top league. If we win our playoff matches as well. That's very good for us. Because then we won't be seeded against like your Spains and the rest of them. So who's in League A? You get your Croatia, Switzerland's, Germany, Poland's and stuff. We've been bad in Europe, I know that. Great at home though. We had 1 blip. A quadruple treble will never be done by any other team again, and the first ever quadruple will never been beaten since, has it? By any British club. Liverpool had a chance to get a quadruple but couldn't do it. But getting a quadruple treble, good luck getting that. Oh yeah, I know we would be. That's not the point. It's the point that we won't be drawn against the other groups in the future parts. That's what you want. If we win these games, we've got better chances going forward as well, because you don't get drawn against the tougher teams at that point. Orange juice. So we got Republic of Ireland versus Scotland, or 5:30 next week, or on Saturday. But yous were in there. We didn't win a treble until Rangers were there. We did an invincible treble when yous first came up as well. So that's wrong. Oh yeah, who doesn't have pint glasses they didn't nick from a pub? The only the only pint glasses you get are the absolutely awful ones. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. You can chat about any time in history about that, but there was still that you can only beat what's put in front of you. I think Scotland's going to win it. I'm optimistic, but looking at who's around us, the Armenia game, or sorry, the Ukraine last game, like, we got it wrong. They were more up for it on the night. And the fact that Ukraine are drawing with Ireland, and Ireland are on their worst run ever, and they also lost to Wales, and I reckon if Scotland played Wales, we would beat them. I think Scotland's actually going to win this group if we can keep up this type of form that we played so far. It's going to be difficult, but it's the where we're at. You've got to go for it. Okay, a couple of subs there so far for Armenia. They seem to be going for it. Not quite sure. Scotland haven't made any subs there, have they? Belgium and Poland 1 each. Wales and Holland 0-0. Ireland, Ukraine 0-0. Scotland 2-0 up. Only team winning on the night. You can just hear one guy like close to the commentators just consistently shouting Scotland. No one's joining in with him. Ryan Christie taking a throw here. Not leaving it for Andy. Scott McKenna passing it forward here. Andy Robertson looking for a cross. Great pass there to Che Adams as he on site. His first touch was a bit crap there. Back heel to Ryan Christie. It was all a bit sloppy, but we managed to salvage a corner out of it. Oh, offside. It was back. It's the same when Andy Murray played tennis, mate. You got to take it as you go. The English claim him when he's winning, but when he's losing, nope. English media, Scottish when he loses, British when he wins. Pass coming down here now. Armenia's guy slips, but he recovers it well. Andy Robertson gets it back off him, though. He wasn't ready for it. Oh, sloppy pass there from Hendry, but we recover and Scotland still retain hold of the ball. Holland score there. Nice. Cannot stand Gareth Bale ever just being happy. John McGinn going forward. Suter bombing it down now. Looking for someone to be available. Murray's a Rangers man. He always corrects the pundits though to say, what does it feel like being British? And he's like, no, I'm Scottish. Gotta respect him for that. Jack Hendry looking for a pass. Go Che Adams. Great touch, keeps it in control. Could have let that run out for a corner. Weird outside of the boot, try to clearance, but goes to nothing. Well, you know how the last Welshman done when he came to use an absolute world beater. Bale's too good for Scottish football though. As much as I hate the guy for diving back in 2013, he is too good for the Scottish League. Nah, he just tells the truth. He's not British, he's Scottish. But poor boy's just like an absolute mince of his injuries. What, the low blow on the Aaron Ramsey? Oh yeah, like it was 3-0 before half time, barely an offside. We've already had 2 chances in 3 minutes there since the second half started, so I think you might be right, Finlay. It's going to do more. It could go more. I'd like to see a good goal difference in this, because Armenia is right behind us. So trying to expand on that goal difference will be huge. McGregor's taking possession here, keeping it going forward. Yeah, there's some fans just right next to the commentators here that are trying to get a chant going, but it's just not working. You're in the wrong end, mate. Do I think Celtic get out of the group? It depends who they get, but realistically, no chance. I think we'd be lucky to get a Europa League spot by not finishing bottom, but nah, I don't think so. We don't know who's in the group though, but realistically, nah. Armenia for the win. I don't think so. You're a bit off with that one. Ryan Christie here looking for the spot. Over to Scott McKenna, just passing it around the back line right now. No one's really making a run. It's hard to tell without knowing who's in the group. Oh, Cal McGregor looking for space here. I just got it, fumbled it behind him. Ryan Christie there getting nutmegged. I think this might be a good idea. This might be a good time to bring on Billy Gilmore. Give him some game time. Who else is on our bench though? Have we got Lewis Ferguson? Well, maybe get him some game time. Ukraine are now 1-0 up against Ireland. Geez, though, a super sub came on at halftime and scored. You've had a good few years in Europe, but thanks for the Champions League spot. If only you could do it domestically. Who have we got on the bench that can come on? Possibly David Turnbull can come on. I'd like to see him get a few minutes. And Ross Stewart probably deserves a run out. And Jacob Brown. I think they're the 2 guys who probably need to concentrate bringing on this match to see how they get on and gel with the team. See what they can offer. Ireland were good about 10 years ago in the Euros, but have done nothing since. In fact, no, they were in the last Euros, if I'm not wrong. Not that one, we just had the one before. Keeping the ball now. Ball going nowhere. Armenia have got absolutely no intention of keeping the ball here for more than 3 passes. They look tired. John McGinn whips it in. Che Adams just really getting not much support here on the crosses. They all seem to be missing quite a bit off. Armenia on the counter now though. Cross in there. Completely saw there Scott McKenna. New Premier League defender. Northern Ireland are better than Ireland. That's a hard one to say. I'd say in terms of recent results, yeah. But as a player for player, no. It's a weird one. I think Northern Ireland have a far better manager than Republic of Ireland, and their tactics are way better. Like as a team, yeah, but player for player, I'd say Ireland carry it. I'd like to see Ireland do better. Oh, and Northern Ireland, to be fair. Cal McGregor takes that out. Stuart Armstrong takes it out. Needs somebody to be available. Cherm's just chilling offside, though. Then he went in a bit of a huff. Somebody needs to make themselves available. Right, Armenia have got the ball at the halfway line, pushing it back, and they're about to get muscled off again. Easily. Oh, that's not a foul. Not foul at all. But they've got possession now. They're going for it. Yeah, I'm confident we will. I could have went to the game, you know. I'm a bit gutted now that I've not, but I've that wedding's on the Friday, so it's a long trip down to Dublin and back again for me, so I didn't bother. Great pass there to Che Adams. Oh, that's a foul and a half. What, that was clean, was it? I don't think it'll be battered. Ireland get very well up for it when they're playing home games. Um, that's a complete foul there. Che Adams should be getting a free there. Yeah, you're right there, Tom. Like that was it. When was that? That was in March, wasn't it? The Luxembourg result, or was it last year? I know that happened. Scotland can't say it. We lost to Georgia, but that was before Steve Clark's time. Pass coming down now. Cal McGregor looking for somewhere to go. Robertson's got this. Ryan Christie whips it in. Bit too far there. Ralston picks it down, but no one's in the middle there. Awful clearance though. Cal McGregor recovers it. John McGinn looking for someone. Ralston's got it now. Back over to Armstrong. Shot there from McGregor. Goes right out to Andy Robertson on the deflection. Great pass there to Ryan Christie, but he's just not got the legs in him to get there. Yeah, the thing is though, is like whenever it's Scotland or Ireland, it's always a bit feisty. But if one team makes it in a tournament, the other country fully supports them. It's like having a big brother. Like you're always going to support the other one to do well. But when it comes to when you've got to play them, you've got a job to do. Not back there. Cal McGregor's, or sorry, Craig Gordon's got it. Definitely, man. There's always a bit of a needle between them two. Going forward down here on the right hand side. Armstrong passing to McGinn. McGinn was making a run, but he dipped back to get it. Great cross there if it goes in. Ryan Christie's header going nowhere. Great cross there from McGinn. No. Love to see it. You could have directed that far better. Not this weekend. As I said, I was at a wedding, so I won't be back in time to do it. And the next Scotland Ireland game, I'm going to be watching it live. But the next up and coming games will be Armenia, and both Ukraine games will be streamed. And I'll be doing Champions League all Celtic games, and I'll definitely be doing more stuff between now and then because that's a long time to wait without doing a stream. Probably, if I can, I'll probably do a live stream of the group stage draw. Denmark's main rivals. It's got to be the Scandinavian countries, surely, and Iceland, I suppose, as well. Because obviously Denmark own Greenland, so they're quite close together. But I don't know what the deal about that is. Is it Sweden? Are Norway close to that rivalry? Scotland pushing down here. John McGinn picks it up. We're not really making any runs now. There seems to be a good bit of lag between the effort happening here. Just passing it back. What about Iceland, Tom? Because I know they're another Viking country. I remember when Iceland beat England, it was lovely. I was watching it in an England park. Which city or town in England do I think I could have been born in? I don't know how to answer that question. John McGinn through to Shea Adams, getting a shot off, deflected, going out to another Scotland corner. Armenia player down here injured. Going to be a Scotland corner. Leeds is the heavy metal town. To be fair, if I had to pick one, it might be Leeds just for the rock music. Ryan Christie going to take a big corner. Here's did a wee stutter and come back. Whipped it in. Panned out there. Who's got it? Ralston could have got his second there. Cleared off the line there by, I can't remember which one. Armenia going forward now, but no one to show for them. But Scotland's getting back into position here to do a good bit of defending. And muscled off the ball there from Andy Robertson. Clearly battering them there for strength for some reason. But he could have got a pass away there ages ago. Don't know why they're slow at this clearing the lines thing. What a ball though to Che Adams. Is he going to get there? Nah, it's just a bit escape. It's just escaped him a bit too much. Oxford's not far from where I live at the minute. Cleared. This Armenia manager is getting frustrated as. Oh. That's quite a weird stat. Last away win Armenia had was against Luxembourg. I didn't know that. Luxembourg have actually won 2 out of 2 in their group. Oh, is he going to get it? He can get it round. Oh, he could have got it round if he had it first time. Back to Robertson. Now it's back to the halfway line of McKenna. McKenna's had a damn good game today. Nottingham Forest might be looking at him when he comes up. Looking for a whip in. Oh, well in. Whipped it. Robertson heads it back across goal. Nobody there to get it, but he chases down the rebound. Who's keeping him on there? Robertson clears it again. Pass it back. Bit of miscommunication there, but oh my god, that guy is rapid. Jack Hendry though. Oh, he's in. Sent him for a hot dog. Oh, what a challenge there from John Suter. John Suter had a blinder there. Fair play, John Suter. That was unbelievable. Got a bit too greedy there. Andy Robertson there for all the ball. Is he getting it through to Ryan Christie? No, he just got intercepted there at the very last second. Going to go back now to a free kick for Armenia, I think. Manchester. I think McKenna's played a blinder, man. I think this back line is definitely the back line we should be using. Tierney's obviously going to walk back in when he's fit, but um, Grant Hanley obviously just, he concedes too many. He puts in a good shift, but he's just not got the legs in him. Jack Hendry, Scott McKenna now. Like I think he's going to edge out Liam Cooper for me, and then be Jack Hendry, Suter, and Kieran Tierney when he's fit. With by the looks of this game so far, probably got to go Ralston and Robertson either side. With McGregor, McGinn, you know what? I wouldn't even change the squad very much at all. Armenia looking for a shot. Great save there from Craig Gordon, brings it in. Just going forward so far. Andy Robertson passing it back. Yeah, Scotland have definitely slowed down quite a bit now. I think in the back of their heads they know they've got 2 other games to play within the next week. Trying not to get any injuries, just keeping control of it at the minute. So we're doing alright. You know what? If you asked me that a week ago, I say yes. But I don't know anymore. I think he's still vital to be in the squad. But he needs to prove himself at Manchester United again before I change my mind. We normally play him at centre back, of course, so he's not really going up the pitch as much. He's not getting as much experience there during the season at that position. I do think he gets too much stick playing there for Man United. And obviously they've not had the best of seasons, but I think he's good enough to play for them. But we don't play him in that position because we don't really play that way. So I don't think he is vital, but he's a good person to have if we need him, depending on how games are going, because you can play him in 2 different places. Andy Robertson here's got possession, they're just passing around at the back. I think we do need to make a sub though. I think it is time to make a sub. Bring on some of the younger boys now. Going to be a corner kick now to Scotland. It's going to be a retaken free kick. They're having a good bloody scrap at each other at the minute, these two. Favourite beer? Tennent's Lager all the way. I was actually wearing a Tennent's t-shirt all day today. But yeah, Tennent's Lager all the way. I love Harp as well. Harp's a good Northern Ireland lager. I'll probably get a pint of that when I'm over. How far do you think Scotland can make it in the Euros group stage? I don't know who's in their group yet, if we even get it. I do think if we were to get in again, these players won't be as nervous playing against like Czech Republic and the Croatia team, where we absolutely bottled. But yeah, I think we're better than what we did last time, but I don't think we'll get out of the group. Shot, and nothing happened there. Another Armenia injury for something. If we get out the group, that's a huge achievement for us. Oh man, I was on the Tenants advert last year, for the Euros, You can look out. I go absolutely nuts in the living room. If tenants, if you are listening, I will take a sponsor. And to be fair, any beer sponsors out there want to sponsor me, I'll let you know. Scott McKenna has played an absolute blinder. Going quite well here. Che Adams wins it back. Awful shot. Awful shot. Stuart Armstrong recovers it though. Cal McGregor back to Adams. Pass it out wide. He does indeed. Anthony Ralston picks it up here looking for a bit of possession. Stuart Armstrong takes it back. McGregor's got it again. Just slowing the pace down here at the minute. You can hear the subs are getting ready now. Anthony Ralston trying to beat his player there. He does, but it seems to be pointless. Crosses in to Che Adams and the keeper collects it there. Fair play. Nathan Patterson. I can't see who the other boy is. Aaron Hickey. Don't know who's coming on there. Nathan Patterson. Don't really know what happened there, to be fair. Couple of subs now coming on. I don't know who, I literally don't know who any of these players are coming on. Jack Daniels. I'm not a big fan of bourbon. It's not my thing. I'm more rum. Rum's my spirit of choice. Jack Hendry passing it forward here. Sean Suter having a good one. No worries, mate. Have a good one. See you next time. John McGinn passed it through there to Che Adams. He's intercepted and the ball comes out. Yeah, the sting has definitely been taken out of the game so far. Nathan Patterson's coming on, I'd imagine, for Ralston. That'll be a straight swap. Unless they want to play him up a bit. McTominay's coming on. I wonder who he's going to get swapped for. They might change formation now to 4 at the back. Great header down there. Out to Randy Roberts here on the left. It's definitely slowed down quite a lot. Awful pass back there. You can hear the fans getting behind them a bit more this time though compared to all the times previous. Great pass over there. McGinn's got it down. Great turnaround. Looks at Andy Robertson. Oh, he shoots from about 90 yards out. McGregor yet again has to make the recovery interception. Big whip over there. Andy Robertson takes it down. A bit of a heavier first touch than he probably intended. Brought down there to Ryan Christie. Oh, he outside the boot pass. That would have been silky if he got that off, but just a little bit behind him. Who's that? Aaron Hickey, Scott McTominay, and Nathan Patterson all coming on. I wonder who's coming off. Imagine Ralston. Possibly McKenna. I don't know yet. But I'd say him. And Andy Robertson probably coming off because they need to keep him fit. Have you ever thought about making a server for people who enjoy your watch along? I do have a Discord server, but it died. I used to do it when I played Clash Royale quite a bit. I think if there's a bit more of a community behind it, really, I will reinvent it, and then we'll go through from there. But as it stands, I'll leave it as it is. There's probably a link in the description still that takes you to it. But to be honest, it has died. I would need to reinvent the whole thing again. But I would be up for doing that. Possibly when I get a bit more of a watch along following behind it. But no, it has been done before, but it was just a bit. It didn't have the interactions it needed. It's going to be a free kick now to Armenia in the Scotland half, but it's just beyond the halfway line, so it's not terribly worrying right now. McTominay's first sub to coming on for Stuart Armstrong, so we're playing a bit of defensiveness. I have been to Newcastle, but I was really young at the time. Christ, I would have been about around 9, 10. So not for anything fun. I think we just went there shopping once. Anthony Ralston coming off there must be for Nathan Patterson, and it's got to be Andy Robertson then for. Oh, Andy Robertson staying on. Oh no, he's not. That was just him running for ages. And Andy Robertson for Aaron Hickey, yeah. So the only one I didn't think was coming off there is Stuart Armstrong, but he must look a bit tired. He's definitely ran his game today. Fair play to him. Prepping them all for Saturday. Big hoof up the pitch there. A lot to be asked for from Aaron Hickey there, coming right on the pitch. Who came off? Stuart Armstrong, Anthony Ralston, and Andy Robertson all came off for Scott McTominay, Nathan Patterson, and pass goal. Can't miss here. Can't miss. Can't miss. Can't miss. He missed. How did he not get that away, man? Che Adams had a meltdown there. And Aaron Hickey's the other one that came on. Scott McTominay takes his first touch of the ball. Pass it back there to Suter. McGinn getting absolutely manhandled there. Looking for a cross to come through. Hickey doesn't really know what to do. Pass it back to McTominay. Two subs linking up. An awful cross there. He misread that completely. Patterson could have been tapped back then. It wasn't really a tap in. He just couldn't get the ball out from under his feet. But any direction towards the goal, it would have went in. But he did have like two people on him. But as a striker as big as he is, he should be getting that away. Definitely, man of the match so far has got to go to Scott McKenna. He's played a blinder tonight. Definitely him or Callum McGregor. Aaron Hickey looking for a place to be. Scotland just keeping possession. I also want to see the possession stats because this is ridiculous. Belgium are 4-1 up now against Poland. Yeah, Scotland have had 63% possession, 20 goal attempts to their 3, but we've only had 4 shots on goal. Really shows us our shooting accuracy is tragic. We're great at getting the ball in position for a cross, but we could not put it in the net if we tried. Going to be another Scotland throw. Oh, Armenia throw. I didn't expect that. Ryan Christie's doing an alright job here so far. Well, could have been 3-0. I did say 3-0 beforehand. It's still on, but I think there's just going to be a run out now. I don't really see either team scoring. This rain is torrential by the looks of things. Probably would have helped us last week. Trying to think. We done pretty good against Denmark, but I think we played well, but we didn't dominate that game. What was the other team? Moldova, though, we absolutely battered them in terms of possession. We only got 1 goal in both games, but there's another one of them just like we could have got about 19. Same with the second Faroe Islands game. Pass it back here. Kenna looking through. Shot there from Robertson. Oh, McGinn hits the bar. Oh, McGinn, man. Shot. McTominay. Oh, nearly trickled in. It's going to be a corner now to Scotland. Oh, McGinn should have had that, pal. Should have had it. Oh my god, that was touched onto the bar too. Is it 2-0, same as this? But I think we had a lot going, a lot for us. Shot. Cal McGregor brings it down here. Long shot effort. Deflects. Going to be another corner. God, Scotland love playing in the rain. Oh my god. Cameras didn't even pick that up, but Ryan Christie instantly just took it straight in. As soon as anyone takes a good corner, Trent Alexander-Arnold is always brought up. It was a belter, brought down, deflected again. Armenia take possession and finally clear the ball. How many goal attempts are we going to have, man, without another goal to show for it? Going here, Scott McTominay. Everything's coming down the left here, and we don't even have Robertson or Tierney on, but no one's making a widespread move here. Everything we've done so far has always come down the wing, and no, this was our problem against Ukraine, with nothing going through the middle. Hickey's first touch there was a bit tragic. Tominay's got the ball, pass it out here to John Suter. John McGinn back heel there to Cal McGregor. Another back heel to Nathan Patterson. Flicks it on there at McTominay. Takes it away from Ryan Christie when he should have had it. Nathan Patterson keep running forward though. It keeps possession of the ball. Looking for someone to make themselves available. Che Adams is the furthest man forward. They're just holding on to the ball now. Keeping it on. That's not a free kick. Don't even try it. Great interception there from big Scott McKenna again. Who's that? Ross Stewart coming on. And Jacob Brown. Throwing on 2 strikers. Good time for them to come on. This is what I said in my predictions video a couple of weeks ago. These 2 boys need to come in against the Armenias with some time left to go. Perfect opportunity now. Some Armenian boy on the floor squealing in pain. You take your time. Nowhere to be at this point. What lineup would I pick up against Ireland? Craig Gordon. You know what? I'd nearly pick the same team. The same team we're playing right now. I don't think there's any faults in there. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I wouldn't change anything. I think that's a good Nations League startup team. Um, I don't know who's on yellow cards or not. I think Cal McGregor's on a yellow card, so you could maybe take him out for Billy Gilmore. I think he does need to get some minutes under his shirt though. Um, but I'd be happy enough if it was the exact same squad. To be honest, who would you pick? Would you make any changes? It's the same guy again trying to start the Scotland chant. John McGinn pass it through there. Nobody. Armenia just muscled out here to the side. Intercepted well again. You need to get the ball wide, man. Keep spreading it. Oh. Oh, that's a penalty. How's that not a penalty? What is going on here? Like, it's the first time I've seen someone sprint in about 10 minutes here. How's the subs doing? They're doing okay. You've had Aaron Hickey's seen a little bit of the ball. Nathan Patterson's made a good interception. And you can just tell Scott McTominay's got lots of energy. He's trying to get in front of things. So, doing alright. They've not made mistakes yet. Can't ask them to do any more than that. They're doing their jobs. Yeah, I think it's clearly obvious. Man of the match has got to go to Scott McKenna. Got a goal, kept a clean sheet, and he's literally been interception hero so far. He's been fantastic in my eyes, actually. He's definitely ready for the Premier League, coming from Aberdeen a couple of years ago. I don't know how many years he's been at Forest now, but maybe a wee fantasy football gem in there. Keeping Nottingham Forest like one of the ones that just sits on your bench. I do. I do. If you asked me that like a year ago, I'd say no, but I think so. I think he's got it. He's definitely better than Grant Hanley at the minute, which is good to see. I wouldn't be surprised if he did go back down. I don't think Forest are going to stay back up, but we'll see. And we've got the new two strikers coming in, Ross Stewart and Jacob Brown. Ryan Christie's off for Ross Stewart and Jacob Brown's on for Che Adams. So we have 5 subs in the last 10 minutes now. So no excuse for how fit some fresh legs. Nearly enough all forwards. I'd like my 3-0 prediction to come through. It's not often I made a prediction be spot on. It's nearly 3-0 before half time if that offside didn't count. Passed it, McGregor's going forward. Pass over to him again. First time touch. Oh, he hits the roof of the net. Almost. You can see the anger in his face there that he's got to do himself. You love to see that passion though. I bought the subscription to do it online. And I think Scotland national team posted it the other day, so you can pay a tenner to get it. How do you pronounce that guy's name? Huh? A 9-lettered second name that's got one vowel. How do you pronounce that one vowel? Passing back here, great crossover. Cal McGregor looking for somewhere. Oh, it's an awful pass there from Cal McGregor. Actually, could be 2-1. He runs in on goal. Scott McKenna makes a great Cal McGregor makes a great challenge there to make up for his mistake. No worries, Tom. Thanks very much for stopping through. Same to you. Hope your team does well. Speak to you later, man. Right, you've got 3 minutes left of the game. We need to get some. You need to get some delivery to these strikers. I want to see them do something. They've not had a touch of the ball yet. Passing around here quite well. Yeah, easy decision. I agree there, Finlay. He's got to be man of the match. Passing back here. Just keeping it in the halfway line. Nothing's happening. It's just so boring now. We're in the 89th minute now. Nothing's happening here. Just passing it around the back line here. Jacob Brown gets his first touch after about 3 minutes. Pass it back over there. Okay, we got something going forward here. Why is no one pressing him? You take that jump again, gets the ball, takes a shot off. Straight at the keeper though. Again, could have passed that. I think there's going to be a new Scotland strip coming out soon as well. Probably for the new Euro qualifiers. When did they start? Actually, I agree, mate. McKenna got his goal today. Kept a clean sheet. Got a goal as well. It was disallowed. But he's the thing that's like deserves man of the match for me is his awareness. He has been absolutely fantastic. Like having the vision to like cut out passes before they become dangerous, and also chasing down people. I didn't realize he was that quick for a guy that size. So full credit to him. He played a blinder. An absolute blinder. But last couple of minutes of this game have been absolutely tragically boring. Armenia is not trying. Scotland doesn't need to. But I expected a little bit better. We've had one shot. It's just done now. The game's over. No oomph from any team to try and do anything. There's another minute and 20 seconds left. Next watch along will be next week for the Scotland Armenia game in the reverse fixture. So yeah, Belgium won 6-1. Wales lost 2-1. Both these games are still going on. Scotland versus Armenia on the 14th of June, whatever date that is. The 14th of June. Yeah. Oh. That's a maybe for me, actually. Because I've got an appointment at 5 o'clock. It's an early kickoff in Armenia. I should be able to, but I might have to cut it early. So leave that with me. I'll make sure to post it on the community tab if I am, but I should be able to do that one, but I might have to leave early for it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I can't commit to that one right now, unfortunately. After that, it will be the 21st of September is a guaranteed one. What was the tactics today for Scotland? I think their tactics went out the window when they got 2 early goals, but there you go. Fair play. Scotland takes the result 2-0. That is that one all over and done with. But yeah, I think the tactics today were pretty damn just get the early goal and then adapt. Which they done well. Scott McKenna does get man of the match, as we all predicted. He had an absolute worldie. So fair play to them. They done brilliant. We take this. We're top of the group now after only playing one game. Got Ireland on Saturday. It's going to be a big game. We'll make sure to watch that in the pub and see how it goes. I'll probably post stuff on Instagram or TikTok or anything like that, so make sure to give them a follow. The links are down below. But yeah, happy enough. We'll take that one. It is the first win of the year. That's a bit sad since it's June, but I suppose our games did get postponed, so it's the first competitive win we've had of the year after only playing 2, so we'll take it. Happy enough with that. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in for today's stream. Absolutely blew up at the start, and then as the game went on, did die down, so we got to take it and leave it. But no, thank you everyone for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe if you're new for future ones, and we'll have some good topics to talk about. I'll see you guys later.